Welcome back. Well, located over by Clubhouse 1 is our own village library, and many of you, I'm sure, take advantage of that. Some of you may not know about it. Well, today we have Eileen Ordway on, and she oversees the library along with numerous volunteers.
Yes,
am I
we
right?
have over 80 volunteers.
Wow,
yes.
that's amazing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
and
good.
we love it there.
It's a great facility, and there's so much going on. One of the things you want to talk about today, or we're going to start with, I should say, is book donations. And if people have older books, they might think, well, does the library want them? Are they too old? The condition. So why don't you talk about that?
Right. I think it's been obvious to us at the library that a lot of people in the village this year have been doing a great job of spring cleaning, because we've had a huge influx of book donations, almost more than we can handle sometimes, it feels like. So I guess I'm here to tell the book lovers of the world who find it so hard to throw out books, it's okay. It's heart-wrenching, but it's okay. I recently read that there's 130 million book titles out in the world, and that doesn't even include the copies. So obviously there's billions.
Yes.
And they're, you know, we keep passing them around. But at the library, most of our readers prefer newer books, those that are published within the last 5 to 10 years. So we're asking people who are, cleaning out their shelves and want to donate some books, please separate them out. We would prefer things that have, published within the last 5 to 10 years, but even things that have been well read. Like, here's an example. I mean, a little hard to tell, but if this book has been opened so many times that you can barely read the spine label, it's time to let it go. This book had a good life. A lot of people enjoyed it. Put it in recycling, and it'll maybe be reincarnated into a new book.
Right, exactly. That's a good point.
And other ones like this one, if the pages are yellowed, if the cover is faded,
now, is this the story of your life, of your family here?
Unfortunately, no, but
just a coincidence.
Yes, and that's why it's on my bookshelf at home, because I cannot throw this out.
No, of course
because
not.
It's my name. However, it was published 53 years ago. No one wants to read this book. I don't even want to read this book. I just need it on my. I just have to have it on my
shelf.
shelf.
You mentioned a good point. Books, by and large, are recyclable. 100%, probably most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And even though it's hard, it's okay to let it go. So if you've got your pile of books that you want to get rid of, just separate out the newer ones, the ones that are gently used, bring them into the library. The rest, you can just put them into the recycling bin.
Yeah, and I know it's hard to do for people.
Yes, it is very.
Yeah, to throw away a book.
Yes, it's heart-wrenching.
I totally understand that. But
yes.
If you don't have anyone else you can personally give it to, there comes a time when you got to say goodbye.
Yeah, we've had 10,000 books have been checked out so far this year. Of those, 62% have been published in the last 10 years.
Nice.
So people just prefer to read the newer books.
Fantastic. Now, you just mentioned all the volunteers you have, but you always need some, right?
Yes, absolutely. And on our Library Club website, not our catalog website, but the club website, we now post the exact shifts where we could use help on the front desk.
Okay.
So right now we have openings on Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Tuesday morning, and Thursday afternoon. And
Very good.
We also have this posted on our bulletin board in the library.
Okay.
And we also have on the website the job requirements, the job duties, and also you can download or print out, pull up and print out the application, and then you could just drop it off at the library, and we'd love to have new people come and help us out.
Very good. And we put the number on the screen that people can call. And if they go to the main Laguna Woods Village website from there, go to the library, and then you have a separate website too, but you can get everything from there.
Yes, and from that, there's also a link to our catalog.
Right, so very good.
Yes.
Now, parking over there.
Okay.
So tell us about that.
I'm hoping to bring a little bit of a show and tell here.
Right.
This is the, from Google Maps, the Clubhouse 1 area. You can see that here's the main Clubhouse 1 building, the fountain in the middle. People may not know that there are other areas of parking at Clubhouse 1.
Right.
Behind the main facility, there's a huge parking lot, but on the other side of the library, there's actually, and our library building is just a little one over here, there's an overflow parking lot.
Right.
In front of the library, we have just a handful of spaces, and we have people who have difficulty walking that come into the library. When the emeritus classes start, I mean, I love the emeritus classes, but people take up our parking spaces and make it difficult for our readers to stop in. So we would appreciate it if people could use the overflow parking lot and also the lot behind the main Clubhouse 1
Right.
facility. And if you take up a parking space that's for a 1 hour class, we have 25 people an hour come through the library. So that one person is taking up a space that 4 or 5 people could use.
Right, exactly.
So just please take into consideration the people that come into the library, and hopefully if people didn't know about the overflow parking, they will now, and they will use that.
All right, very good. Now, Reader's Choice Awards, tell me about that. Did you actually have like a contest go out or a survey, or how did that work?
No, we had earlier this year when it was National Library Week, we had our staff say what their favorite books were, and we posted those all around the library. And we were thinking we would do something similar for our patrons this year. But now that I'm the president of the library, I've been getting into our statistics more, what's in our catalog system, and I realized I could probably post this without, just what people have already taken out. So in 2016, 25,000 books were checked out of the library. And I like to post like the Reader's Choice Awards of 2016. I'll be doing that later this summer. Who was the favorite author in Laguna Woods? What are the people's favorite biography topics, the top 25 books that were taken out, and what are the best or most popular nonfiction. So I would like people to come into the library, keep an eye on the bulletin board, and then we'll post the results on the website.
Very good.
Too.
Do you have a couple favorites?
Well, for myself, yes, I'm always a big fan of Nora Roberts, and she's got a new one that's just out, so I'm looking forward to reading that. But to be a spoiler alert, I guess, John Grisham is, he's one of the most popular. Danielle Steele has a huge following, so.
Wow.
Yeah,
now, do they both still write new books?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they really?
Absolutely,
wow.
yes. Yes.
That's amazing, because they go way back now.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember like in the 1980s, they were on the top book lists and all kinds of things.
I know, especially Danielle Steele. It's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't realize. That's amazing that they're still right. They've got they probably have what, 30, 40 books out at least?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So get involved with that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Stop in and check it out. Maybe you'll find something new to read that other people in the village love.
Yeah. Definitely. So we have the hours posted on the screen here. Monday through Friday, 10 until 4, and then Saturdays, 10 until 1. If you want to volunteer, there's the number on the screen, 949-597-4274. Also, that number is good for just calling for any kind of information.
Absolutely.
Find out if a book is in, or even if you have something you want to donate, maybe you want to call and say, would you like
that
this?
would be great. That would be great.
Can
I just want one more thing?
Please.
I just need to say that one of our beloved volunteers passed away last week. Dan Alvino worked for the library for 10 years, and he was our DVD guru. The patrons loved him. He was so helpful in helping them find DVDs that they would enjoy. He loved to train people on how to keep their DVDs clean, and he helped people learn how to search on our catalog. He worked at least 3 days a week, and we will miss him terribly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I know you have a lot of good people over there, but when you have someone that's been doing that for that long, yeah, definitely. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much,
Ken.
We'll see you next month.
All right.
We'll be right back.